So Joe, where are you from?
I'm from India, Michael. I'm from North India.
North India. Okay. Okay. I've never been to India. It's one of the places I'd like to go to.
Yeah, you should come to India. And the part where I live, it's a really nice place. It's not hot. It's pretty cold at this point also.
Okay.
All
And
right.
it's a
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
please go. Yeah, please,
Oh.
Megan, go ahead.
I was just gonna let him know he's on live stream, and then I made him host so that you can make Joe host.
Okay. I'm going to make Joe co-host now.
Oh, sorry.
Here we are. He's now co-host. Okay.
Here we go. All right, and you have a great class, Michael.
Thanks, Megan. Much appreciated. You too. Have a good day. I don't know, what evening. Where are you from? Is it daytime or nighttime for you?
Yeah, it's nighttime for me, so I'm in California.
Oh, okay. Yes, for sure. So have a good night.
Thank you, and you have a good day.
Thank you. Okay. So Joe, what's your time there at the moment in North India?
It's 4:30 a.m.
Wow. So you got up
Morning.
early, or you've been awake the
No,
whole night?
no. I did not sleep actually. I have my shifts like this, evening shift, so it ends in the morning.
Okay, okay. That's okay. So you're gonna go to bed soon. Even
Yeah,
stay.
right. Maybe maybe if I get some sleep.
Right, right. Okay. All right. Good day. Good day. Hey, we've got Anne. Hello, Anne. How are you?
Hello, hello. Good to see you
Hello.
again.
Yes, me again.
It's me again too.
Nice to have you, Ed.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Nancy. Hello, Nancy.
Hi, sorry I'm going to eat my dinner while you're doing this because my chicken didn't defrost fast enough today. So
That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Okay. Earl, hello to you. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good.
Okay, you're very soft, Earl. Can you come closer to your microphone, perhaps? I can just hear you in the. There we are. Hello, Earl.
Hello.
There we
Yep,
are.
all righty. I'll get arranged pretty soon. Figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when you wear the headphones, you always got to remember to bring the microphone down. Right. That's great. So hello, Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome.
Hello. Hi. Good afternoon. Oh, maybe it's morning where you are.
Yes, you remember. It's morning where I am. Yes, it's 7 a.m. in the morning.
where are you?
I'm
Australia.
in Perth, Western
Oh,
Australia.
you're in Perth. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I
So-
haven't been to Perth, but I've been to the whole other eastern side. Canberra, starting from Sydney a couple of times. You have a wonderful trolley that gives you a trip from the airport. I used to take the bus from the airport, and you stay on it. It gives you practically a round trip around the city.
Okay.
We went there for the opera. I will miss it.
Right, right. Okay. Okay. That's lovely. Thanks for sharing that, Sylvia. And we've got, is it Liz? Liz NYC 718?
Yeah.
Okay. There we are. You changed your name. That's great. Hello, Liz. Welcome to the class.
Hi.
Right. Let's, while the last few people come in, let's check out why you have come to this Zoom tips and tricks. What do you hope to find out in this class? Anne, would you like to start?
It's a refresher course for me. Never can take it too often.
Okay, right. Fair enough.
Always pick up something every time.
That's great. That's great. All right. Thank you for that. Nancy, what about you?
Because of COVID, before COVID, I used to do tutoring for children with dyslexia in their homes, but because of COVID, I haven't been able to. So I have been doing Zoom tutoring, and it's very difficult, but I was hoping to pick up a few more things that I could do to kind of liven it up, maybe use annotation, that sort of thing.
Okay, that's great. I hope you do. And hello to Hank. Welcome to the class, Hank.
Oh, glad to be here.
So Hank, what do you hope to get out of this class?
Just some new stuff. I've picked up quite a bit these last couple of times, but always something new.
Okay, that's great. Thanks. Well, what do you want out of this class? Anything particular?
Get more information and get better on doing stuff like this.
Okay. You find yourself hosting Zoom meetings, Earl? Okay. And Liz, what brings you into the class? What would you like to get out of it?
Just pick up a few odds and ends. I'm not really a host, but maybe one day.
Right. And Sylvia, lastly, what about you?
He's from Australia, isn't he?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I always learn something. I'm going to be a forever student. I always learn something when I sat in on your instruction sessions.
Okay. And Nancy, is that your husband that's joined us?
Yes.
Hello. My name
Hello.
is Rich.
Rich, okay. Welcome to the class.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I get to use Zoom for a French class that I take across the country here.
Okay.
The family moved and the teacher moved, and we still do it on Zoom. And there's just so many things that I'd like to be able to do and use it more efficiently. Now I know enough to really get on, but I don't know enough to really create, no real navigation.
Right. Okay. So you probably know enough basic. So this class will show you little other things that are not necessarily basic. They're a little bit more advanced. Okay. So I hope you pick up what you need out of this. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for sharing. And you continue eating. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't mind.
Yeah, that's what happens. In New York area, it's dinner time.
Yeah. You're at least 12 hours beyond us, right? It's tomorrow morning.
Yes, I'm 7 a.m. in the morning. So when I'm finished this class, I'll have breakfast.
Oh, okay. Feel free to eat while you're talking if you want.
Okay, that's great. Let's have a look. I think I've greeted everybody, haven't I? There was a Sandra, but she disappeared again. Okay, so we'll watch out for her. So, all right. So today I'm going to share. I'm going to share my Zoom within Zoom. Okay, so this is an interesting technique so that you can see what I'm doing live with you. Okay. So that's the process. And the way you do that is you click share on your Zoom, and then you go to and click your entire screen, okay, which is your desktop. Okay, now I'm working on a desktop computer, and so you would find your desktop and click on that, and then whatever is minimized on your desktop will show up for you to share. But we'll talk more about that during the class. And so Sandra, I see you've come back. Hello, welcome to class. And
hi, Michael. I'm having trouble with my audio and my visual. I had to come out 2 times, but I'll figure it out.
No, we've got somebody to help you, Sandra. Joe is our TA. He's here to help you with video and audio. and he'll probably send you a message via chat specifically to you. Joe, can you hear me? Yeah.
I changed my laptop just now. Maybe it's going to come through now. I'm on a different laptop.
Okay, we'll have a look. But please speak to Joe. He's from Get Set Up.
Okay.
Yeah, Sandra, please can you check the chat? I'll text you on chat.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem.
I would like to be able to use my laptop. I'm right now on. I've always been on an iMac or desktop, but I would like to be able to do it on my laptop. Yeah, I think that's a laptop, Mac Pro, but I don't know enough to do it yet.
Okay, Sylvia, I would suggest also make contact with Joe in this class, and just send him a little message on chat. You see at the chat at the bottom, you can either send to everyone, or you can, a little drop down arrow, you can send the message to Joe specifically that nobody else sees as well. You can go either way, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Send him a message. Okay.
Yeah, I am afraid I may take up too much people's time, because I haven't used that for a long time, so I have to see if I can even plug it in, if it'll work. So when I get to some stage, I'll send a chat.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's fine, but feel free. That's why Joe is here, and that's why we have a TA, an assistant in the class, to deal with those issues. So feel absolutely free to make contact with Joe, and he'll help you. So don't struggle. Get some professional advice from Joe. Okay. Right. Well, what I'm going to do now, as I was telling you, I'm going to share my Zoom with you, which I've just done. I'm now sharing Zoom within Zoom. Okay. And remember, for those who don't know perhaps the basic about unmuting and muting yourself, you can use your space bar. If you hold your space bar down, that unmutes you, and you can hold it down while you're talking, and then when you let go, it mutes you again. So it's a quick and easy way to interact, and so feel free to do that. All right. And hello, Pamela. You also new. Okay. Nice to see you. Okay. Don't forget you got your mic muted, but that's fine. It's up to you. And just press your space bar down, and then you'll unmute yourself. And all right, so we're getting some more people in as well. So that's great. Right, so now I've shared this. I want to start first with what is tradition. We're going to do a slide, and because part of that is I've got to introduce myself, okay, as your guide. As you can see on the screen, and you must tell me if you can't see the screen, my name is Michael Plumstead. And as I've said already during the introductions, I'm from Perth, Western Australia. And it's just gone 7 a.m. in the morning. And it's the first class of the day for me. So my background is I research and write and blog and trainer. I've been a CEO of a public company, and I mentor business owners. I love business. Okay. Hobbies, I enjoy gardening, writing, and being a father to all my children. And I have more than usual. And I love being a guide for Get Set Up. So what we're going to do, this is the agenda that we're going to follow that you see on the screen right now. And we'll move through that. And then as we move along, I'll take questions. Don't feel alarmed to ask me a question in the middle. You don't necessarily have to do it on chat. You can just unmute yourself and just ask me, just gain my attention. And then we'll move from there. Now, one of the things that I think I want to start with, and that is, let me just minimize that. Okay. Now we're back to sharing Zoom. At any stage during this class, if you can't see what I'm saying you should see, just let me know, because often what I do is I forget. I'm just an old man, and you got to remind me that hey, I can't see, and that's fine. And Cliff, welcome. I see you're a newcomer. Okay, welcome, Cliff.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. So now, what is customary when you come onto Zoom is that you need to make sure that you're looking all right. Okay, so what you do is you go down to the video. You can see the stop video at the bottom down. There's a little arrow on the right up. Okay, and you choose video settings. Okay, and you can see the white screen that has come up now in front of all your names, your faces that have got videos. And right on this screen, which is on the left-hand side, you see video. The video has been clicked. Now, often what happens is that the lighting is not good, okay? And you need to adjust the lighting and slightly adjust. Let me say it this way. In order to get a good picture as a host on Zoom, you need to have most of the light in front of you. Like a lot of you have got at the moment, you've got reasonably good light in front of you. Hank's got really good light, and Anne's got good light, slightly to the side, but it's also good. So you need good light. So if you don't have the light's in the right place, you can adjust down here. You'll see here, there's a ticking that's been, you got to untick it, adjust for low light. You can tick it and you can retick it, and you've got an option of auto or do it manually. Okay, so then if you say manually, a line comes up and you can now go extreme, and you can see that's extreme now, and that's really blurred light. So you find what really works for you, and it's a little off center, I think, for me. Or you can just say auto, and then it even goes darker, okay, if you do auto. So you play around with that as a host to start where you want to adjust, okay? And the one above it, this one here, you can touch up your appearance a little bit. So you can play with that, but that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you something better than that, okay? So now you click on background and filters. Now, we're not going to do backgrounds, okay? You come down to, and now remember, what you see on my screen, you don't necessarily see on your screen for maybe two reasons. One is your screen is small, okay, and I'm working on a desktop. And the other is that you've got to be able to download what is called on the right-hand bottom here, Studio Effects, okay? And right on the bottom right-hand corner, in small print actually, Studio Effects. So you click on Studio Effects, and now before you start your class, you decide, I think my eyebrows are not dark enough. I think I need to have some eyebrows. So I click on eyebrows. Ah, how's that? I click on eyebrows. Okay. Now I've got the real McCoy. Okay. And I can also change the style. I can click the other one, and that's a little bit lighter, a little different shape. And there are various ones, maybe much lighter. Yeah, I don't like the shape of that. I like this one we go back to. And then we've got the intensity of those eyebrows by moving the line below. Now look at that. Not quite a lady's eyebrow, but certainly you got options. Okay, so you decide where you want it, and you've now got eyebrows. Okay, and while we're here, right at the top, if you want to apply the same setting every time you are a host, you just click this button here, this one up here. Okay, and then it'll automatically apply whatever you finalize with today. Okay, but now, you know, I used to have a beard, and maybe I should have a beard again. Okay, but let's see if we make it a bit darker. Ah, there we are. Nice beard, nice eyebrows. Okay, yeah. But you know, you could also change the. Oh, look at that one. Hey, ladies, which one's better? You get. Oh, look at that. Hey, Hank, you need that when you're teaching French. It's a. Okay, that one's a little. And it doesn't matter how you move your head; it stays with you. Okay, you've got it, and maybe a little one underneath the lip, you know, sort of. So you could carry on, but then you could also decide, I've got eyebrows and a moustache and a little beard. What about my lips? Let's put some lipstick on. So now we go, and let's just take the first one, and not too bad, huh? Could be a little darker, maybe. Oh yes, how is that? There we are. So we've got some lipstick and a beard, and yeah, not really appropriate for us, is it? No. So we come down. Anyway, so you can fiddle with that, and you can make yourself up that's appropriate for you, and then before you go, if you don't want the same setting for next time, you just click at the bottom that says reset, and everything's back to normal. And I could put my glasses back on. I was just showing the effect, and then you click close, and you're now closed. And the top right-hand corner is across to click that. So we're back. We're back here. So that's the makeup before the class. Before you invite anybody in, you get yourself sorted out with your looks, okay, and your practice. But remember, if you're not finding it, it could be that you haven't clicked in settings in the clouds. You go to your account in zoom.us, and you just click the setting that allows that to download, okay. And but also different devices show it differently. So you might have to search on your device to find that. Okay, so what I want to take you to next is, you'll see again, because I've got a big screen and you may not see it straight away, it might be under more, there's breakout rooms, okay? And you see that again, it's a setting, and it does come with the free version of breakout rooms. In fact, let me just show you, because I'll come back to the breakout rooms, because as soon as I said the word free versions, I think it's probably appropriate for you to just know that there are free versions, but there are also paid versions, all right? So as you see on your screen now, there's a free version on the left, and then there are 3 different paid versions of Zoom. Now, what I'm showing you today, all with the exception of the polls, comes with the free version. I'm going to do polling, but it comes with the paid version. But the rest comes with the free version. So you need to go to zoom.us/pricing and just have a look. You know, especially if you're doing it regularly, and the polling, for example, if you're teaching something like French, I guess you might well want to put up some polls and get some answers from your students and so forth. So be aware that there are prices. So I'm back now to the breakout room again, and so I've got an icon down here, breakout room, and I click on it. Now, breakout room is, you can imagine going to a live physical conference, and somebody's talking, and then they want you to go into groups or go into rooms, and start discussing different topics. And you would then leave the main room and go to these different rooms. Now, exactly the same happens with Zoom. Okay, you can assign as many rooms as you want. And here we are. You create how many? There are 14 of us, so maybe 5 rooms, 4 rooms maybe we'll have. Okay, so let's depending. Okay, so I'm going to create 4 rooms, and I'm going to let you break in a minute into those rooms, but I just want to go through some other options. You know, you might also, if you, let's say in a group of let's say French students, because you would then want them in different groups to discuss different aspects of French, or to come up with some sort of answer, or maybe you're doing some sort of book or set work, and they've all got different aspects, and so you break into as many classes as you want, and then they would come back and report in the main room. Maybe they'd allocate one person to be the spokesman, and then they would come, or they all participate. Okay. You could also be in a Bible class, and each person goes away to discuss either the same topic and come back with answers, their interpretation, or different topics, and you can allocate those topics. Okay, so the breakout rooms comes with the free version when you've got the setting, and it's really very interesting when you're in a big group to do that, and you're going to see in a minute. So the next step is, now we've created 4 rooms, and there'll be roughly sort of 3 per room, and now we can, as you can see on the screen, we can ask Zoom to assign people automatically. Okay, then at random, Zoom will put people in classes. You can then decide, no, I want to put them into certain classes because there's certain levels of competence or something, depending on what you're doing, you can do it manually. And then you can also forbid, you can let participants choose their room. Okay, now that would come in handy when you've got, let's say, 4 speakers, a different speaker in every room, talking about a totally different topic, and you could be in that room for an hour. Okay, and so one person's talking about geography, one's talking about art, and one's talking about history, and so then the participants would choose which one they want to go into. And so now on the bottom right, there's create. I click create. Now it's created 4 rooms, and you've all been allocated a place in the room. Okay, so you will see them down there, and now you'll see that one has 4 in it, one has 2 has 3, and 2 have 2. Now I can also move people around now at this point, and I can take one and move it into another one. If I just hold the cursor over, and it says they move to. So Melinda, sorry, I'm using you as an example. I click on move to, and it says which room. Let's take you to 4 because there are only 2 people in that one, and now Melinda's in that room. Okay, so now we've got basically 3 people in every room. All right, and Joe, I hope you're going to participate as well. You're in room 1. Please feel free to. Now, before I click open all rooms on the bottom right-hand corner, I'm going to let you, I've preset this, but I can, here are options here. Let's just click on the option so you can see it. I've preset it for 3 minutes. You can see there that we're going to be locked away 3 minutes. It's only to demonstrate for you, okay? And then I've told, notify me when the time is up, and then do a countdown. So people have got 10 seconds. You can adjust how long. 10 seconds, they get a countdown to say that's when the meeting's going to end, and your room will close, regardless if somebody's in mid-sentence or not. Okay, so those are under the options down below here. So what I'd like you to do, I'm going to open the rooms now, and you're going to find yourself with 3 other people. And what I'd like you to do in those 3 minutes is just introduce yourself. Okay. just where you're from, what you're interested in. But remember, you've only got 3 minutes, so you basically mustn't take up more than a minute. Otherwise, you're going to stop somebody else from sharing their story. Okay, yeah. So just it's just to get a feeling. We're not going to come up with anything. We're not going to come. I just want you to experience moving into a room. Now, with me as a host, I can join those rooms, okay? Anyone you like, I can go and join and just listen, I can contribute. Another thing before we break into rooms, I can actually rename the room. So if I put the cursor over the room, we can actually rename that, okay? Click that and, it doesn't matter what we call it, we can call it whatever we like, okay? And, it's now ABC room. Okay, and so you can call it the history class, the French class, or whatever you want to call it. It's very easy. So now every room would have a name if you went and named them. All right, so now beware. I'm going to click open all rooms. You're going to find yourself in a room with somebody else, and please just take the initiative to chat, okay? We're not recording this or anything like that. It's just getting a feeling of what it's like to be in a separate room. So there we go. FA, have you just arrived? Hello, FA. Okay.
Oh,
Phyllis?
hello. Hi.
Okay, we're all in breakout rooms. They're going to close now.
Okay.
You are now in the main room, not in a breakout room, because you obviously came in just.
Okay, that's fine. I forgot all about the class.
That's all right. Okay, the others will come in now. We've broken everybody. There are about 14 or 15 of us into different rooms. Okay, and they're all discussing things there. So I'm going to just close the room.
I just have a question. How much did you cover already? Because I've done annotations before. I've done breakout rooms before, and because I've taken things from Donna, but I was looking more so from the more other things that you had listed. So did I miss any of that?
Yeah, we missed how to put makeup on Zoom, eyebrows and lipstick and stuff like that.
Darn.
It was quite hilarious. But you can request a recording if you want to of this.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
Okay, you're all out of your rooms now.
Yeah.
What was your experience? Okay.
That was fantastic.
It was really good.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Okay. So use it as a host. Okay. As I said to you, it does come with a free version, but it's really very, very interesting. Now, at this point, we can go. I can open a game. As you saw, I joined each room as a host. So, you can now listen and maybe add a little bit and then move on to the next room as the host. And it becomes really very professional, and you can really get on and get some work done. Any questions about it?
Where did you get the rooms? The little square 4 icons. I don't see that on the bottom of my toolbar.
Okay. At the bottom, it's called breakout rooms. Okay. Now, remember I said there's a setting. Okay. You've got to go into the clouds and click the setting for breakout rooms so that it allows breakout room. And as I said, it is free. So you can just let it go into settings. And there's a lot that you can learn from in the settings.
Oh.
But, just go into there and you can search a Zoom breakout rooms, okay? And it'll take you straight, and they'll have probably a little video, because most of the time they have a little video showing you about breakout rooms and things too. So the Zoom support is very good. They use it, and I'm going to show you some support when we go into virtual backgrounds. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on polls down there. Now this doesn't come with the free version. Okay, you click on polls. Now I preset a little questionnaire that you can see on the screen now, white in the middle of the screen, and you can create it in class. Okay, and it takes you through step by step, and you can create. If you there's a little drop down here arrow. If you click that, you will see other polling choices that I've done, okay? And so you can do this before the class or during the class, okay? And then so we see here I've created a question: which of these social media apps are your preferred choice? Okay?
Where are we supposed to see the poll?
Yeah, I was going to say that too. I don't see the poll. I didn't see it.
No, we don't see it. We don't see the poll.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to just launch the poll because I don't understand why you don't see it. But I'll tell you what. No, let me go back to sharing and just see if that's maybe Zoom has just lost the sharing side of it. And can you see the bottom, my management tools down the bottom of my screen?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you see polls?
I see polls there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Can you see it now? The
Yeah,
white
I do.
in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So I created that beforehand, and now what I'm going to do in this class, I'm going to launch the polling, and I want you to choose one of the choices on the screen that comes up. Okay, you've got Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, or none of the above. Okay, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds to choose one, and then we'll come back. So here we go, launching the poll now, and there you go. You've got an option.
Sure.
There we go.
What's up, son?
Okay, there's 3 of you that haven't yet pressed. Okay.
You could do a test this
They
way.
do tests. That's what Taylor said she does.
Okay, I'm going to end the polling now.
Yeah,
And I'm going to now, as host, share the results. So can you see the results?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So YouTube was the favorite. Okay. And then came Facebook. And it's some of you, or 2 of you, none of the above. Okay. So that becomes really, I can relaunch the poll now if you wanted to. I could download the results, but I'm just going to stop sharing the results and close that. Okay, are there any questions with regards to the polling or even the breakout rooms that you suddenly thought of?
I have a quick question. So with the polling that you just did, do you have to save it or will it automatically save? Because like once your meeting is over, if you like asked a bunch of questions, how does that work?
Okay, if you want the results saved, you would download them. Okay, it gives you an option to download. Okay.
Okay.
But the poll itself will stay there for another meeting, and but it'll be empty with no results. Okay. So that also, but that's in a paid version. It's not in the free version. All right.
Okay.
So, I don't want to sort of labor it too much. So, but the next thing I want to show you, you see at the bottom of my management is the word security. Now, attendees don't see that because this is only for hosts, and you will see it on the bottom of it. And now what happens here is it's security for you as a host. There are various options that you can do. I'm going to click on it. And can you see the sort of black screen that comes up above security?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you have various options here. Well, let's start at the top possibly. Then you can lock a meeting so that nobody else can come in. Okay. So, you know, you just don't want any latecomers, or it's a director's meeting, or whatever reason you want, you can lock a meeting after people have arrived. Okay. And then that's it. Nobody else will be able to get in. You can also enable a waiting room. So as people want to arrive early, they go into a waiting room and they wait there for you to let them in. You can enable this here, okay? And you can hide profile pictures and just have a person's name coming up, okay? But now the next below that is you have the power now to allow participants to do any of these things that you now see. You can allow them to share a screen. So let's say, you know, you've given them some homework to do in your French class, and they've now come and they want to present their homework. Okay, so you allow them to share the screen, okay? And you can see, you can allow them to chat, to rename themselves, to unmute themselves, to start a video. And this is an important one now for today's class, is annotate on a shared content, okay? So as soon as I click that, it disappears. So I'd have to look again, and there it says, there it's ticked, annotate on a shared screen, because we're going to share a screen next or soon, and you need to annotate on that, and we're going to look at that. So that security is something you put on before you start the class. But there's one thing I just need to show you, that what happens during the class, you might want to remove a participant. That's what you would do, okay, for whatever reason, okay. Not meant to be there, came to the wrong class, or was rude. You can also suspend a participant's activities. So they stay in the class and they suspend. Okay, so that's all part of your security. And what I want to do now is I want to start the process of sharing, because and there are various things I want to show on sharing. And the first thing is, if you're going to share anything, you click on the green icon there with the arrow going up, you share. So you click on that. Now, whatever is on your, or minimized on your desktop, In other words, on your whole screen that you open up when you open up your computer or your laptop, okay, you will then you'll see it's got a blue picture frame around it, okay, a frame around it. Okay, but what I want to show you here is that you can actually select 4 things at the same time to come up. So you don't have to only select one. And the way you do that is you press Control on your keyboard. Okay, let's say we select that one, and we select that one, we select that one, we select that. You see now they've all got a frame around them. Okay, and so now we can share by clicking share, then all 4 come up. Okay. So you can share more than one document, more than one screen. Okay, and that's what we do right now. Okay, these are just 4 random pictures that I took in my garden. I told you I was a gardener beforehand, and my wife likes her gnomes, so we put gnomes in the garden. I do the manual labor, she does the design and decoration. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing that now, and I want to look at, if we go to, let's click again on share the screen. Let's just go, and now I'm going to click on the whiteboard that's at the top. Okay. Now, all it is a whiteboard. You're going to see nothing other than white on your screen. All right, your whole screen should be white by now. Okay. So now, now listen carefully, please. On the top of your screen, there should be something that says Michael is sharing whiteboard, or Michael is sharing. Can you see that?
It said that initially. It went away now, but when you were doing it, it'd come up.
Okay, then push your cursor up to the top or below. It could be at the bottom. Just push your cursor below, and then it will come up again.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Now hold it there. Now click to the right. You see more options and then a down arrow.
Yeah.
Now click on the down arrow and click on annotate. That comes in the down arrow. You need to be able to do that to annotate. So find that little toolbar. Okay, you've got it. And then there we are. Felicity's got it. Sandra's got it. Okay. So find it and start annotating on here. You can, there we are. Okay, Jackie's got it. Nancy's got it. Okay. So, and you're not allowed to write any French letters on there. Okay. All right. So yes, there we are. Most of you have got it. If you're having difficulty in finding the toolbar, it doesn't look like any of you are. Okay. Now you can experiment with your toolbar. If you click on select, and then you can go across to text, draw, let's say, draw, and there are various things you can draw. There's like a square. If you click on the square, then you can just pull it across and open a rectangle. Or there we are. You can use stamps and get hearts, and there we are. And also, whenever you want to cancel what you're doing, go back to select, and then go. And if you click text, as soon as you click on the board, it allows you now to type. So if you were brainstorming in a class or in a group of people, somebody could be allocated to type. So they would type here, you know, in this particular square, and you could be brainstorming and getting that out. So, right now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop sharing, but I'm going to first. There's a dustbin up there. You can see on yours there would be as well. I'm going to clear all drawings. So stop drawing now, okay? And I've cleared all drawings. Now I'm going to stop sharing, okay? And now I want to show you how another way you can use that facility, okay? So if you, for argument's sake, let's go to share. Let's have a look. Let's share that. Now I want you to look at, again at the top, look for that Michael is sharing, okay, and look for options and click and annotate, okay. You know, then with your tools, you can now, and then you can now annotate on there by finding a word, okay. You can put a word around, you can put a square around it, you can put a line through it. There we got spaghetti and tuna. That's fine. That's great. There we
go. Class.
Yes. Yeah, somebody found steak. That's right. And you could try with different lines as well. Okay, so you know. So, you know, you could, you know, I did the noodle one. So if I went to a square, you know, I could now maybe come and do that and then just open it up, and that would also work. Okay. Just
Michael, where did you? I'm sorry, Michael. Where did you get the puzzle to put on the whiteboard? How did you get it? Where was it?
Okay. I'm going to show you that because I want you to use it after the class as well, okay? And I'm going to also put it on the email I'm going to send you. And remember that possibly if you arrived in the class, I've still got to get the clarity on this. If you arrived as a live learner, you pressed on launch and you didn't book, then you might not get my email. Then you need to request it, okay, from help@GetGetUp. But anyway. Okay, so that's now another thing that you can do. It's really I find it fascinating. Now, I can now clear, all right, stop annotating now. And let's just clear all the drawings. And then I click stop share. And we back down here. But now I want to share something else, okay? I'm going to go, you know, I showed you. I'm going to now just I'm now going on the internet, okay? And I'm now live on this website. It's called thewordsearch.com. This is where you can take your grandchildren, your friends, your class, and you can select whatever you want as a word search. And all these celebrities, movies, general, whatever it is, you can click on whatever you want. And I clicked on Star Wars. You then, the website says begin. And now you can do the same as you before. You can now share and find the words. And that's it. I'm not going to do it now. I just want to show it to you. All right. So don't start doing it. So you can find this under the wordsearch.com puzzle. So it's so much fun between adults to do that. And with children, you also get children's ones, word searching as well. And then lastly, I want to show you also with the sharing is another website that is so interesting, okay? It's called triviaplaza.com. And now you can pick on anything you want. Let's say a movie, and it will then come up with different movies and plots and connections. And, you know, you could go to any one of these, and you can now, let's say, pick on any. Let's just pick on, I don't know, one at random. So you can now click on play, and now you get the questions coming up. Okay, which actor plays the main role in this action movie, Edge of Darkness? And they give 2 options. Okay. Again, it's fantastic that you can do that. You can have fun. It's really, and please experiment with it. Do it. Even if you do it by yourself. Okay. There's also solitaire here that you find.
Hey, Michael.
Yes.
I wanted to follow up on 2 questions. So I think it was partly on Sandra's question. So when you called it up, it was already on your whiteboard. Did you like preload it? So it came right up rather than you having to go to the website and look it up and find a puzzle. Did you have it like stored on your computer?
Both ways you can do. You can do it while you're in class, and then you would just type in the URL. I called it up in order we have limited time. And
Right.
so I then put it on my Google Chrome, and it was waiting there. And then I just clicked on it because I was sharing my whole screen. Okay. So no matter what I do, I would, whatever I click on would come up for you to see on my whole screen.
Gotcha. And this is probably more of an advanced question. I've noticed that when I host a Google meeting and I'm the host, I go to share my screen. I can't see anybody as far as if somebody is waiting to come in or do any administrative functions. Is that just a basic default of Zoom?
Yeah, that is an issue. Okay, depending how you're sharing, Cliff. If you're sharing the whole screen, like I'm doing now, I can see all of you. Okay.
Right.
And but as soon as you start sharing a portion of a screen, then you have a problem. And if I have time at the end, I'll actually show you that. I'll actually do the portion of it.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, yeah.
I make myself blind, like I can't control or see anything else. But I'd like to was in the meeting to be able to see only what I'm sharing.
Yeah, yeah. It is a problem, okay, and you can land up in that, and I land up in that situation sort of without even thinking about it. So, okay, so now you know, I'm going to just stop sharing that, okay, and as soon as you...
Could I ask you a question?
Sure, Nancy.
So if I make a document, when I'm working with my children, I tutor, if I make a document and it's on my desktop, I've been sharing my screen and having them look at it, but now I could do it with the whiteboard and they could actually annotate on that, on that document.
They could actually annotate on that document. Yes.
That's what I thought. That's what I was looking good. So
okay. Just remember the instructions I gave you in class today, okay?
Go up to the top.
Yeah, look for it and then give themselves permission to annotate. And remember the security down the bottom here, I clicked on allow annotate, participants to annotate, remember? So yeah, okay. So that's really, what I want to do now in order to get to perhaps something that you all want, and that is the virtual background, okay? I'm going to just click on that little up arrow next to there, and it says there, choose virtual background, and I click choose virtual background, and it immediately goes to where we were right at the beginning with the studio effects on the bottom, the background and filters. Now, once you've got some pictures uploaded, you can click any of them, okay? And I'll show you, I just clicked this one, and there it is. It changes immediately, and you've got another background. Now, that's not going to happen necessarily with everybody because there are prerequisites for your computer, the requirements in order to be able to host a background. Okay? And now, before I go and show you where you can find these requirements on the web, I want to show you here this little plus sign, very small under the picture on the right. If you click on that plus sign, it says add an image. So you click on that and you then add an image. And you would go, it takes you to your device. You've already prepared a JPEG or a .png or any type of picture, and you now click open, and there it comes up now. Okay. So not a good example, is it? But anyway, there we are.
I didn't see that arrow. Where was that again, Michael? Where do I go for that?
You go that plus sign, okay?
And where's the plus sign located?
It's under the picture on the right. It's small.
Okay.
I've got my cursor over it at the moment.
And, I'm seeing a gallery. Let me see, because I think I'm seeing a gallery view. Let me.
Oh, wait a minute. There's another. I'll come to another point. You may not have ticked on allow virtual backgrounds in your account.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you that, okay? Because that's important. So that's perhaps the first thing that you need to be doing. I'm just going to stop sharing that, and let's go back to share, and I'm going back, Cliff, to sharing my what I was sharing before, okay, which was that. You'll recognize it. Now, I've now pre-opened another URL, and I've clicked on it, and now you can see system requirements for virtual background. So you need to go to that, and I will put it on the email that's coming to you. Okay, and if you don't get the email, you must just request it then. So here it really is very good. It gives you exactly what the issue is. But there's another URL, Cliff, that I also opened up before the class. That's that one. Okay. Now this one gives you a little video. This is also Zoom support. All right. A little video which is worth watching, and it sort of gives you basic information and in the video, but then it gives you a lot of other places to go. Enable virtual background, for example. Okay, you need to go there in order to enable your virtual background. So don't try. You might find you're trying your heart out, but unless you've enabled it here, just want to see if I've, yeah, there we are. There we are. Cliff, you'll be pleased to know that I had another one open here that opened for the class.
Oh, great.
And so I went to Zoom US, to my profile, to my settings. They're all down here on the right. I clicked on In Meeting Advanced, and this is what I was talking about. This needs to be clicked. If I take it off, then you're not going to be able to do a virtual background, no matter how hard you try. Okay.
Thank you.
So you need to click, that needs to be on. And then you can also even allow, can you believe this? And this is really, I just love this aspect. You can even put a video, or you can put a slideshow behind you. Okay. So anyway, coming back to this virtual background, you really need to go and see why you're not getting a virtual background. If you've got a new computer, a new laptop that you've just bought, then it will definitely have all the qualifications you'll be able to get. You just got to put a picture. And Zoom even gives you two to default with. There, the two, there's that one and the bridge. Those are default. You'll often see that on Zoom, on other people's Zooms when you're in class. So you can find any picture. You just search for a picture. All right. So what I want to do now is I want to stop sharing, and I know that we've reached the hour. I'm quite happy to continue. Okay. But if you have another appointment or another class, I understand. You could say goodbye and you can leave. But I want to show you a really interesting, for those that host a lot and host the classes, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to click on share. I'm going to click on advanced. Are you following me? I'm clicking on advanced. You can see that. And I'm now going to click on PowerPoint as a virtual background. Okay. And then I'm going to share it. Okay. Now it wants me to decide which PowerPoint do I want. I click on today's class one, and now it's busy preparing that, and it won't be a minute. It's just opening PowerPoint, and I am in front of the screen. Okay, you see me in front. I mean, I can close the other. I can hide the self view. Okay, now I'm not there anymore, but I'm in front. Okay, so now I could be doing, here's the slides. You can see at the bottom, I can click to the next slide. Remember, I showed you that one, and I could click on the next one. And white on white is not the best choice, but it certainly does work. And so you can get yourself in front. So your virtual background is the presentation that you want to do. So you want to do a presentation to your French students, use it as a background. Okay.
So this is for free or paid only subscription?
No, free.
Oh, you can do it for a free subscription?
Yeah, Yeah,
Oh.
just go to advanced. Just go to advanced.
Also, I have a. Go ahead.
Sorry, it's an experiment by Zoom at the moment. Okay, it's in
Oh,
that
okay.
beta phase, but it's
Okay.
there.
I have one more question. When we went into breakout rooms, or when you go into breakout rooms, are you able to do a share screen in breakout rooms?
Yes, you can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
So both rooms will see the same screen, correct?
But again, it's settings. You got to give permission to certain people. So certain people in the room, I would then let's say if we click on the right there, you can see here. If I click over that, I just want to see. I would have to make you a co-host. Okay, if you see that drop-down menu on the right. Okay. And then the person who's going to share would share there. Okay. So that's
the menu. Where's the? Oh, there it is. Where's the menu?
The drop down is when you under participants. Okay. When you've got participants, you just hover over the participant. Okay. And then go to more.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you screen sharing, Michael? Because I'm not. I'm like in
either.
I'm like in gallery view. I haven't seen anything.
Okay.
Me either.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what you're doing.
Can't you see it on the right? The participants.
All I see are pictures of the participants.
Yeah, all we're seeing is all I'm seeing is gallery view. Just all the good folks in the class. I haven't seen anything in the last couple of things.
And now?
Now you're starting.
Now you're sharing.
Coming to sharing. Yeah, we didn't see anything the last couple.
Thank you. I warned you it would happen. Okay.
I thought it was me.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Everyone's quiet and scared to say anything because they think
It's me. It's me.
Can you see it now, though? But can you see it now on the right hand?
We just see the wording that says screen sharing, your screen sharing, but we're not seeing anything else.
Hadn't done it yet, hadn't completed it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, you can see. So under participants, you can give participants co-host, and then they have all the almost all the functionality that you have. And so when they go into a breakout room, they can then can do that. All right. Are there any
you
other?
Can't share. Oh, sorry, but you can't share the screen as the host to the individual breakout rooms. Like if you want to show. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I have a question. I don't know what happened to my participants. When I click on it, that was where I used to have the raise hand. And now I don't have that. It just says invite or mute me.
Okay, you click in. What you need to click on is reactions, not on participants. Okay.
Oh, reactions.
You see at the bottom of the screen there now that you can.
Oh, now it's there. Oh, because I used to go to participants. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? You're good. Okay. If there are no more questions, I will be sending you an email with those links so you can play some trivia and maybe some word search, whatever. And yeah, so I hope you gained some tips and
thank you.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
I may be back in your class. I may play a little with it and then come back.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we'll
Michael.
probably need a refresher at some point, but this was fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Doom just added some new reactions since Friday. Because I was doing it on Friday. They added some more reactions here, it looks like.
They kicked up the cost a little bit too.
Yeah, they had the check plus and everything. They added some new ones.
Yeah. Oh, I got the emojis now.
Okay. And there is there are a lot of basic Zoom classes that various guides give. And I think Donna also gives an advanced one, which, she's really cool, calm and collected. And she doesn't cover exactly what I cover, but she does give certainly the breakout rooms and the polls. So if you want to get some, and she's very knowledgeable too. So please join her class as well. Okay, well,